Hello, this is Amanda with From Where I Stamp in Kingston or near Kingston, Ontario. And this week I am sharing projects with a fall or autumn theme. So with Halloween coming up on Sunday, it is something that, of course, I'm thinking pumpkins and fall leaves and even seed pods, because what's left over when things die are the seeds. And I know that I've been cleaning up my garden quite a bit and prepping things for everything to go to sleep for winter. So this card is because I've been doing some cleanup in the garden, and we're going to use the Enjoy the Moment stamp set. And it's something that it's a very fun little stamp set that I don't remember where all the seed pods are, but it's some great imaging. So I'm going to switch the camera around and we'll get started. We are going to use some, oh, I forgot to grab it. That's all right. I'll show you in the catalog. Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. So it's this pack right here. It's on page 55. I love using designer paper in most of my projects. If you've watched any of my videos or visited my blog, you'll notice that I do use quite a bit of designer paper because it's something that I don't need to stamp my background. I can just pick the colors from it. I find it's a lot easier when creating my projects to use the DSP or designer series paper. So this one here coordinates with Calypso Coral, Bumblebee, Soft Succulent, Misty Moonlight, and Crumb Cake. So we're going to use Bumblebee quite a bit today. All right, so there's the Enjoy the Moment stamp set. So I have some Bumblebee cardstock for my card base. It's already pre-scored, but I'll use that bone folder to create that crisp edge. I have this 4x4" piece of Bumblebee cardstock, or not cardstock, designer series paper that I love the side that I've cut up. And we're going to put this on, and then I have a strip of Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze is one color that I'm still unsure about. I don't use it a lot. I don't know if there's anyone else out there like me. I do love the Regal colors, but I've never been a fan of the dark orange. But it definitely is a fall color. And I love the rusty orange, so Cajun Craze, and bright reds. Oops, why did I put that away? Bright reds and yellows here in southeastern Ontario. So we're just going to put that on the back. Some glue, using the liquid glue. And we're going to put this at the top. You could put it at the bottom and like flip it around, but we're going to put it at the top here, like so, and have the same kind of an edge all the way around, because we're going to stamp our sentiment down here. Now with my lighting, this looks like a bright yellow, but trust me, it's more of a bumblebee. There we go. That's more of the color it is. So the color is just a little off. All right, we are going to use some Memento Black, and we need to, oops, I need to grab a block. So we'll use this nice long block. This is block number or letter H. This is H. And then I put the backing on my stamps, but you don't need to. And if you're worried about getting this sentiment lined up correctly, not correctly, I shouldn't say that. Oops, that is a lot of ink. I should clean that off, or else I may have the same issue I had a few weeks ago. So I'll just clean that off, because this is just water with the Simply Chamois. All right, light touch. I recently re-inked up my inks. And now I have to remember not to smush them so hard because they have lots of ink in them. All right, so we are going to put this right in this, oops, if I don't move the card, right in the center. I want to make sure you can see it. So I'd love to know what everyone's favorite season is. Mine is fall. I love the color. I love the temperature. I don't like what comes next, winter, but I love fall. And okay, so that's our card base. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I have this piece of basic white that we're going to stamp on. And I'm not sure, so these are some of the colors. I pulled soft succulent, crumb cake, Cajun craze, and bumblebee. So I might use some crumb cake, but I may also use some, I don't know which color to use. Well, excuse me, let's see what image I want to put down. So we have this one we could stamp a couple different times, but I think we need to do the bigger one, this one here. Stamp that a couple times. And maybe we'll do this little seeds as well. So we'll use that same block H to stamp that. And then we'll use this little block A. And I think I will use Cajun craze just so it doesn't meld, not really meld, but move it over so you can see. Ink that up. Stamp it. Ink it up again. And stamp it like so. And then some crumb cake. I'm going to stamp off just so it's not as dark. And you could put your sentiment up here if you wanted. And then clean up the stamps. Whoops. And then after I'm done making a mess after my video, I'll just rinse this under the tap. All right, and then this can go here. And I am going to use some dimensionals on the back. Oops, I don't need to flip over the dimensional sheet as well. That's all right. And just quickly, oops, I pulled the back off of that one. With the mini ones, I find you do need just a couple more, especially if you're sending the card in the mail. So that way it doesn't arrive really smushied. So you still have that dimension on your card. And then we will, maybe I'll grab my, I'm so used to using the deluxe foam mat that it just seems really weird when I go to put anything down on a card without having those grid lines. So there we go. Wow, I think that is the fastest card I have done in a while. So using the Enjoy the Moment stamp set with the Harvest Meadow, I'm horrible with names, Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper, using those two together to create a nice, quick, simple card. And then you could switch out the sentiment to enjoy the moment, friendship is found in simple things, and happy birthday as well. So thank you for joining me on this video. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Or if there's anyone that you think that would love this video, send it to them, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.